How to be a cat's favorite. Welcome, fellow cat whisperers, or at least hopeful ones. If you've ever stared at your cat and thought, "Do you even like me?" Don't worry, you're not alone. Did you know your cat's brain releases oxytocin, the love hormone, when they're around their favorite person? Yep, cats actually experience affection chemically, just like we do. In this video, we'll uncover how to trigger that bond naturally. And trust me, the final insight might be the most heartwarming thing you'll hear all day. So, let's break down the secret ingredients that transform you from just the human who feeds them into the one they can't stop curling up next to. 1. The art of the almost touch. Have you ever noticed how cats are obsessed with the almost? They'll walk right up to you, brush your leg, then saunter away like you don't exist. It's maddening, but here's the trick. That's how they test your vibe. Cats are masters of personal space, and they adore people who understand it. If you reach out too quickly, you fail the test. But if you hover your hand close, let them decide when contact happens. They think, you get it. Think of it as feline flirting. The secret isn't touching them, it's letting them want to be touched. 2. The power of being boring. It sounds counterintuitive, right? But here's the thing. Cats love people who aren't trying too hard. They find calm energy irresistible. If you're constantly calling their name, making kissy noises, or shaking a treat bag like a maraca, you're basically that one friend who doesn't understand subtle hints. Try this experiment. Sit in the same room, do something mundane, read, type, scroll. Don't look at them. Within minutes, your cat's curiosity will bubble over, and suddenly, you've become the most fascinating object in the room. Cats adore calm predictability. It tells them you're safe to be near. 3. The language of the eyes. Ever met a cat who stares straight through your soul? Here's a secret. They're not trying to intimidate you. They're communicating. That slow blink isn't random. It's their version of a smile. Studies have even shown cats are more likely to approach humans who slow blink back. So next time your cat catches your gaze, try this. Soften your eyes, give a lazy, unhurried blink, then look away. It's silent diplomacy at its finest. You're saying, "I trust you." And if they blink back, they're saying it too. You just exchanged the feline equivalent of a warm hug, without touching. 4. Smell like home, not like perfume. This one might sound odd, but your scent matters more than your words ever will. Cats use scent to map the world around them, and you're a major landmark. If you constantly change shampoos or spritz yourself with strong perfume, it can confuse them. Let your scent stay consistent. Don't wash their blanket too often, and let them nuzzle your clothes. When your cat rubs their face against you, they're actually depositing pheromones that say, "You're part of my world." The more your smell blends with theirs, the more you become family. 5. A quiet feeding ritual. Feeding time isn't just about food, it's a ritual. Cats crave consistency, and feeding them at the same time every day builds deep trust. But here's what most people miss. It's not what you feed, it's how. Try speaking softly during mealtime. Move slowly, avoid clanging bowls or loud noises. Cats interpret calm, predictable feeding as a sign of safety, and safety equals affection. You're not just a can opener, you're their dependable provider, the steady rhythm in their day. That's how you climb their emotional hierarchy. 6. Let them win the game. Ever notice how your cat goes feral for a toy, then loses interest once they've caught it a few times? That's because the chase is the fun part. However, if you always let them lose, never letting them catch the toy, you're teaching them frustration, not fun. So when you play, make sure there's a balance. Let them feel victorious. Let them pounce, grab, and proudly strut off with their prey. It builds confidence, and confidence builds affection. You become the co-star in their favorite game, the one who understands the joy of the hunt. 7. Speak less. Listen more. Do you talk to your cat? Of course you do. But how often do you listen back? Cats have an entire symphony of sounds. Chirps, trills, half meows that they use to converse with humans. And they notice when you respond appropriately. If your cat chirps, try a soft hum or low tone in reply. Mimic their rhythm without mocking it. Over time, this becomes a dialogue. It's like learning each other's dialect. You don't have to understand every note. You just have to show that you're listening. That's how mutual respect begins. 8. Respect the sacred nap. Cats sleep a lot, but that downtime isn't laziness. It's essential for their sense of safety. When a cat naps near you, or better yet, on you, they're expressing immense trust. The trick? Don't disturb them. No photos, no squealing, no repositioning. Just let them rest. That quiet companionship, your stillness beside them, registers as one of the deepest bonding gestures in cat psychology. To a cat, peace shared is affection earned. 9. The scent of belonging. Here's something most cat owners overlook. Cats build scent communities. That's why they rub furniture, walls, and yes, your legs. If you wash away every trace of their scent from their territory, it can make them feel disconnected. Try leaving one or two of their favorite scent-marked objects untouched. When they rub against you, lean in slightly to reciprocate. It signals you're not just tolerating their mark, you're accepting it. That simple, silent exchange is one of the most powerful trust-building moments in feline communication. 10. Learn their rhythm. Ever feel like your cat ignores you until precisely 2 a.m.? That's not them being rude. It's just biology. Cats have crepuscular instincts, meaning they're naturally active at dawn and dusk. If you align your interactions with their energy peaks, play when they're alert, cuddle when they're calm, you'll sync your bond effortlessly. Don't force affection during nap time. That's like waking someone at 3 a.m. to talk about taxes. When you adapt to their rhythm instead of making them adjust to yours, you'll notice they start seeking you out more often. 11. Never underestimate the power of silence. Sometimes the most powerful bonding happens in complete quiet. You sitting there, them curled beside you, both existing in the same peaceful bubble. That's cat intimacy at its purest. Cats are incredibly attuned to emotional noise. They can sense agitation, restlessness, even fake cheerfulness. When you can share silence comfortably, your cat reads it as emotional safety. They know you're someone whose presence doesn't demand, it just is. And to a cat, that's everything. 12. Be the keeper of their mysteries. Cats thrive on control and curiosity. If you become too predictable, they get bored. Too unpredictable, they get anxious. The balance lies in being a little bit mysterious yourself. Change small things occasionally. Move a toy's hiding spot, switch the window perch, introduce a new scent or box. Cats adore subtle novelty, especially when it comes from you. They'll begin to associate you with excitement that never feels overwhelming. To them, you're the gatekeeper of little wonders, and that's a rare and cherished role. 13. The unspoken grooming pact. Have you ever noticed your cat licking your hand or hair? It's not random. It's grooming behavior, a gesture usually reserved for their closest companions. When they do this, they're saying, "You're mine, and I care for you." You can return the favor in a human way, brushing their fur gently, wiping their eyes softly, keeping their coat smooth. Grooming sessions done calmly and respectfully mimic the same social rituals cats perform with their family. It's not just hygiene, it's a reaffirmation of closeness. 14. The emotional mirror. Here's where it gets deep. Cats are emotional sponges. They reflect your energy more than you realize. If you're calm and centered, they'll gravitate toward you. If you're anxious or frustrated, they may quietly retreat. So, the next time your cat seems distant, ask yourself, what energy are you putting out? They can sense micro changes in tone and body language, heart rate, even breathing rhythm. When you model calm confidence, your cat mirrors it back. In their quiet, intuitive way, they're reminding you that emotional regulation goes both ways. 15. The respect that lasts a lifetime. Being your cat's favorite isn't about bribing them with treats or demanding attention. It's about building a relationship rooted in respect. Respect for their autonomy, their moods, their space. It's understanding that affection in the feline world is a privilege, not an entitlement. When you treat your cat like an equal, something magical happens. They start choosing you, over and over. You become their anchor in a chaotic world, the person they nap near, nuzzle into, and greet at the door, not because you're the food source, but because you're the safe place. And once a cat decides that, you've earned loyalty that lasts a lifetime. And that's the secret formula to becoming your cat's favorite human. But your feline education doesn't end here. Choose your next video to either uncover the huge meanings behind their tiny gestures or learn the signs that show you're not giving them enough attention. Your cat will thank you later.